it's Leah. How are you? Drama. Okay, this will be the very last time I discuss the issue with my hand. 2 days after I filmed my last video, my hand became worse than it was before I went to the doctor. So I decided that I was going to go see a dermatologist because I felt like the problem was more dermatological than like an orthopedic problem with like the bone or anything, because nothing had happened to the bone. So I went to my dermatologist and he gave me some medications and they seemed to be working. There was like a 200% like change within like 2 applications of the medication that he gave me. So fingers crossed. I mean, it hurts, but hopefully this is the last you'll hear about it. I'm sick of not working on my projects, so I don't care if it hurts or not. I'm just going to be very careful, and I'm going to scrapbook and I'm going to create things because I need to create things in my life. So yeah, so that's it. That's it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore until it's 100% healed and I know there's no chance of it being a problem again. So that being said, today I am going to show you a project that I am working on for my son Evan. His teachers, he has teachers that come to the house to help him with his speech, and so and that's a whole thing that I'll talk about in a subsequent layout. I keep saying that every single time I have a layout. I said there's something I need to talk about and I'll talk about it, and I will. I am going to get to it eventually when I do a scrapbook layout about it, because again, you scrap the good and the bad, you know, the happy, the sad. So I wanted to do something really nice for his teachers that come to the house. He also has teachers at school. He goes to daycare too. So I wanted to make sure, well, not daycare, but like pre-K. But I wanted to make sure that I did something a little more special for the therapists. So I was at Michael's, and these, my dears, are 70% off. I paid $1.75. I bought 3 of them. They are Artwood cradle boards. So basically it's, yeah, they were like 70% off. Guys, get to Michael's. They have such great deals right now if you have a Michael's by you. So these are from Make Market, their Make Market collection. And what it is just a giant wood block with like a veneer, wood veneer on the front, like a layered wood veneer on the front. It's a frame. So it's a 2-inch profile on the side. And this is the 6x6 size. And so what I wanted to do was make a little picture frame that his teachers can interchange pictures in and out of different students that they have. So this way I didn't feel like they were like married to having a picture of my kid stuck in their house for the rest of their lives, but that they can in the future keep having special moments with each child that they help. So what I did was I got the artboard and I started already, and I pre-started 2 of them. The paper collection that I used for this is the Edumacation stack from Die Cuts with a View. It is no longer available. However, there are lots of wonderful Die Cuts with a View and Recollections teaching papers and school papers that you can get. This is not the pad that I use though. I use the 12x12. I just wanted to show you because it's easier to get the 6x6 in frame. But it has wonderful papers in it. Wonderful. You may be able to get it, like pages of it on Etsy or something. Or eBay, but I bought mine in the store back in the day when it was on clearance. So yeah, so I made 2 of these to start, and I'm gonna show you how I did it, and we're gonna do one together. That's gonna go in fast forward, so I want to show you everything I'm using before I get to that. So I also printed out pictures of my son, and I did 2 different things. I did these little frames, which I'll also show you how I put them together. And I did them not on the frame, in a bigger size. Oh, these are wood veneer frames from Recollections Christmas collection from like last year. They're super cute, and I just put Evan's name and the year on it. But I like them. I like the wood veneer because I love that. I really love wood veneer. I think it looks so pretty. So just to bring some more of that in. But I'm not sure if I want to do the picture that way or if I want to do a big picture to show them that they can put, you know, a big picture. I might put both pictures. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so then we also have, oh, let me just set this aside. I have this wonderful ribbon that I got from Craft Smart last year. 2 years ago, I've made, so if you look back, I have a video of a book that I did for a teacher. I did 2 different books. I did one that was an insert book, and one that I didn't show, which I should have taken pictures of, that I gave to Garrett's teacher last year. It was so beautiful. I loved the one that I did for his teacher last year. So I have the big one with the letters and the little one with the numbers. Then this I got today, $1.99 at Michael's in the clearance area. And they're just, I mean, good luck finding anything school in clearance. There was so little left. Like 2 weeks ago, there was a ton of stuff, and now this week, nothing. So, but I got these wonderful, what are they called? Florets? I forget what you call these. I'll remember like in the middle of using them. Rosettes, that's it, rosettes. And they're just different school theme stuff, and there's like some like little apple papers and stuff. So I wanted to put those on there. And I also have these stickers that I got. This was 79 cents, and I'm gonna use these. I like these tile letters because they're not too big, and I feel like his teachers don't have more than 5 letters in their names, like 2 or 3 letters and 3 5. So you can see it fits like really nicely across the part there because I want to put their names on the top. And then I also found these so cute. They're clips, and here, I'm gonna open it and show you. These were in the like the front little dollar spot area where everything's like $1.50 at Michael's, and I had these. I love it. The rulers. Super cute. So I thought these would be so fun on there. I'm a little disappointed though because they clip this way as opposed to clipping. Oh, is that getting focused? As opposed to going this way. I would have rather they gone this way so that I could have clipped the picture so that the picture was here as opposed to like clipping it backwards and the picture being like here. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it vertical. No. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, so that's pretty much where it's going to go. Like that. And the picture's going to clip on there. And then, is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. So, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to go in a fast forward. Pardon my disgusting shirt, because I am going to be using, oh yes, adhesives. I will be using Scotch Brand Scrapbooker's glue to adhere my photos. It is a photo safe paper to adhere the photos to the wood veneers. I will be using Mod Podge to adhere the paper to the wood. And then I will be using, because again, I don't trust like a lot of things, I'm going to use liquid nails because I'm tough like that, to adhere the clips to the picture because I really want to be sure that it's sturdy. Okay, so I'm gonna go into fast forward, and here we go.
Okay, so I am going to start by taking everything out of the package. I've already pre-cut the square to 6 by 6 that I'm going to need for the base of the project. And I'm going to use the Mod Podge. When I apply Mod Podge for a large area, I got to go real quick. I mean, honestly, this isn't 3 times speed, but I'm moving pretty fast. So I start in the middle of the project. I put a lot on. I smear towards the edges, go back to the center again, and then reapply at the edges. And you got to look right over your project, like get right over it so you know that you line up your edges nicely. And then I just smooth from the inside to the outside and go quickly around the edge really fast. Because Mod Podge does dry very, very fast. For application, anyway, whenever you're trying to cover it, then it doesn't want to go. Again, I do the big part first, then I brush to the edges of the crayons because they were fussy cut, and then I quickly smoothed it. Now, with ribbon that has directional letters, you can see I had it facing the right way, and then the letters came out upside down. So this is just a little trick. I turn it upside down and then flip it into that like ribbon, and then you can see the letters are the right way. So to apply this, I'm using Glossy Accents, and Glossy Accents works great when you apply like ribbon to fabric or something else to something else. But when, for some reason with fabrics, when you attach it to itself, it just takes forever. So you got to put a lot, like more than you think is really necessary, and then add a little more. And it will stick, and it takes a while. So I'm going to spare you, and I'm going to do them all off camera. Next, I'm going to take out these rosettes from Recollections, and I want to use these little wood veneer potty people. I started out with the big ones, but then I'm like, oh, they're way too big for this project. So I'm going to take the little ones, and I'm going to use my glossy accents again to get the wood veneer onto the paper. And what I do, I'm not trying to stick it to the rosette itself, but to that little embellishment, because the back of the embellishment is like regular, it doesn't have anything shiny in it, it's not textured, so it's really easy to get it to stick to the back of that as opposed to trying to get it to float inside the rosette. And they're popped up too, these little embellishments, which really helped to give me the space I needed to get the little potty people on there. So I just ran some around the bottom like a little dollop and then shoved them in and pressed down, but press them from the back onto the embellishment. So next I'm going to take my stickers. Guys, this project went so fast. You can really do this really fast. And, you know, I don't trust stickers. So I'm just taking a little bit of my scrapbooker's glue and going around the edge of, I don't really do it on camera very well, but I just go around the outside of the sticker just to make certain that the edges don't pull up and then the rest of the sticker sticks itself. And I'm just lining this up and making sure. I just wanted to give myself a little space. I didn't want it all the way to the edge, just to give it a little something else, a little dimension. Because these stickers are flat. I wanted to layer my dimensions on this, so I have the stickers and the paper are flat, and then my ribbon for a little bit of love, and then my rosettes, and last the clip, the laundry clip. I don't know what those are called, but yeah, and that's my highest dimension. So you can see the ribbon still wasn't stuck. It does stick eventually, but again, you're going to want to put a lot of pressure with glossy accents, and you're also going to want to give yourself some time before you put the next thing on. I think this project maybe took me, I think I only edited out about 10 or 15 minutes of film. So, I mean, in real time, it was about a half an hour. This went so very fast. And I just took my 12 by 12 paper, and because they were 6 by 6 blocks, cut it into 4 pieces, and I was ready to go. Like, there wasn't anything, you know, fancy or special that I'm doing here. Although I did save you, like, the pre-cutting of the fussy cut of the crayons. That was a nightmare. So, with, like, 2 fingers, it's very hard to use a pair of scissors. So I just take the clip, and I'm trying to figure out, do I want the larger picture or the picture in the frame? And I thought, you know what, like, let me do the smaller one, just so the picture just didn't seem centered, and I want it to look nice and, you know, presentable from the beginning. And then if they add pictures, they can, you know, use a bigger picture if they want. My husband also did not make it the size that I had asked him to, so I was like, forget it. Because I wanted a white edge around the pictures. So here you can see I'm just using my scrapbooker's glue and gluing it to these frames. If you have these Recollections frames, the finished dimension of the picture was 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, and it fits perfectly on the back. Now you can see I'm using my liquid nails, and I know liquid nails is not exactly archival, but I'm not so worried about that. Like, I really wanted to make sure it stays on, so if they, you know, change out the picture a couple of times before they get sick of having this thing in their house, that it's not going to just, like, you know, fall off. So, yeah, so here I'm just going to clean up the glue just a little bit. I mean, it does dry pretty fairly clear, so I wasn't too worried about it, but I did want to, you know, make sure I didn't have any blobs. So now that I know that my ribbons are completely stuck down, I'm going to take a little bit more glossy accent, because again, I really want to be certain that one type of material sticks to another type of material, and get those down. And once the ribbon was stuck down, these stayed pretty good, especially because they had their own glue, and I just kind of went around the outside of the sticky pad that's on there. It was like a pop dot with stickers. It was a big pop dot. These cards are from the Pocket Pages collection, school collection. Pocket Pages school collection from Me and My Big Ideas, and I picked them up the other day. You can check my Instagram. You can see all the stuff that I pick up, because I show everything when I'm shopping. And I just wanted to use them for my journaling. They're little pencils, super cute. And it says, "Thank you for all of the hard work, time, and love you gave to Evan. He really is a whole new child, Leah and Christian Delmeter." So yeah, I just want to make sure I had a little something with it, but I didn't want to have to necessarily make a card. So I thought this was nice, and then when they wanted to, they could look at that again, and it created like a little frame, an extra frame around the picture. So that's it, guys. At the end, you're going to see some pictures of all 3 of them finished, but here's just a quick close-up. So you can see how cute those rosettes were. Great. I mean, I could make them myself, but I'm lazy. So So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more projects and Make This With Me. Bye.